and inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get all those figures inside the bottles?
God.
So...
Magic. It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle.
Oh, please tell me he doesn't know what that means. God!
Boy, look at that table.
Ah!
Looks like a desk.
It does, doesn't it?
I'd rather check the
Come on, tell us it
Monokuma
looks like a
file
floor.
before anything else.
Hydrate.
Hydrate. Thank you.
Does anybody else hope that fucking Byaku douche is the one who did it this time?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd rather see him be executed or brutally murdered by one of us.
Executed!
The, vict-
Preferably in a horrible way.
the victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seemed that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Really?
That sounds like all the poison. I think the case this time might be a challenge.
Why is that?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door has been jammed shut with a chair from inside the room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door.
So, if the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words...
In other words, this is a classic locked room murder.
Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing in mystery novels or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
Hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails?
I'd wager it's when you find a body in a room with a lock on the door and no other way in or out. Just fitting context clues together like an intelligent human of an appropriate age of whom you may have made this game for at some point. But please, tell me how wrong I am. Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method, seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations.
So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
Oh?
In other words...
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun, or you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door. Something like that.
However...
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it.
Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
It's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up.
What do you mean?
I mean, the killer is still in the fucking room.
Baby Dwagon, what do you mean by
In
that?
other words...
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that.
That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
As in the stuck room? Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that I mean, there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible.
Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes.
Well, that nails it down.
So when it comes to a locked room mystery, those are the basics.
So there are...
So there are...
No, wait.
I see what I did.
I think I might actually say something intelligent here. You know, repeating everything you just said. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko... Oh, holy shit. I didn't actually fucking repeat it. Then Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say.
I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Seems like she was hit in the back of the head. I see some broken glass here. Someone, some ants were having a picnic.
Table! Tell him about the table!
There's a table. What is smeared all inside of this locker? Huh? The locker's open, and there on the inside is a handprint. Okay.
There's more than one there, Makoto.
What's a handprint doing here?
Baby Dwagon. It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker, and it left a handprint in the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra, except we all saw that the locker was open through the window, and that couldn't have been possible.
So then, maybe the killer hidden here until the locked room was open, don't you No, Makoto, no. We didn't see anyone come out. And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility, because we're not dumb.
Huh? Why not? I am.
Hey,
Think back before we opened the door. We looked inside the room, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
Agreed. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? I'm not sure, but my immediate response to this scenario, we found her alone in a locked room. She apparently had vomited up blood, and she was struck in the head. Now, we know we have access to poison in this place. I personally think she killed herself.
But why would she have been hit in the head?
That I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know how to make that or the handprints in the locker make sense with this. But she said she was drawing a line. She said with finality, last time we saw her, goodbye. I think she's taking herself out of the equation so that no one will hurt Aoi anymore. That's my theory.
Possible.
That's my theory.
Maybe she went to everybody to tell everybody to fuck off on Aoi because she was drawing a line, and then she was struck on her way out because somebody got upset at her for, God knows whatever reason. And then she went and did it.
Maybe.
My theory is that she totally was poisoned, and when she was weak from the poison, the murderer tried to hit her in the head. So she escaped to this room where she hid. But there were no handprints on this when we saw it through the window. So whoever came in put the handprints in to make it seem like it was a locked room scenario.
Interesting.
Also, Kiki-sama!
What's up, Kiki-sama? Geek Nation Raid! There are 4 bottles lined up on the shelf. Oh, they have chess pieces. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get all those figures inside the bottles?
God.
So,
Magic. It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle.
Oh, please tell me he doesn't know what that means. God damn it, Makoto! I like cheese!
You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've really never seen that?
I mean, there was
Makoto's
this
gonna
one
be
Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Why
Makoto is gonna be
what do
so
I see in you? Why
constipated.
am I trying to get with you?
Oh yeah, maybe I have.
Because your only alternative is Dumb High Guy
In other
and
words.
Byakuya.
Oh, you know what? I'll just take the bear. It's, you know, if I'm gonna be fucked, it's gonna be by the bear who's murdering children. Might as well, right? Anyway,
Excuse me just a moment.
so this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will.
The Monokuma bottle has been added to the truth. Okay, so what did they have? They have pawn, rook. I can't tell if that's a bishop.
Yeah, it was Bishop.
Okay, and
And
is that the
queen
queen or the
I
king?
can't tell.
I can't tell either.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Yuki
think it's
says
the king.
knight and queen are missing. Okay. Oh, is that blood? I see blood.
Yeah,
It
she got
can't
hit
be
in the
blood.
head.
It's gonna be pink.
There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? 'Cause she moved, motherfucker! Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. The same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Okay. So there's nothing else. Okay, what do we got here? Broken bottle. There are shards of glass scattered all over the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. A Monokuma bottle, perhaps.
God damn it.
There's something else on the ground near the glass. There's the knight. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. The Monokuma figure. Cool. I feel like I'm finally... Oh, this is Joey Wheeler. Baby Dwagon! I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little, Yug. First, Taya took a bottle and smacked Tristan over the head. And, I mean, that's all face it, he had it coming. The Monokuma bottle is sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle, which could mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass on the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon.
I mean, you're not saying any of this, Makoto. You're thinking it, so.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I
he's
can smell
right.
burning rubber,
So
bro.
I, he's right though. So I'm not
He's trying
sure.
so hard.
I'm not sure
He
where.
really is.
Maybe it's not suicide then, because I'm so lost. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Ah, that's.
Do you recognize it, Hina?
well,
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jill had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
So you gave her that. You gave that candy to Sakura.
I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. They taste like donuts. And actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I had to work out for a week.
Did she choke on the candy?
Oh, fuck.
I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. I am a selfish bitch.
How fucking awful would that be if she choked on the candy? Oh no!
No.
Like she
Even
puts it in
more
her
so,
mouth,
it could be
someone
that she's
smacks her in the head, and
responsible. Are we gonna fucking execute Aoi because the fucking candy was hers? That would be pretty fucking awful.
That would be amazing. But the blood, I mean, maybe it's a hard candy. It's a really sharp piece. I don't fucking know. You really like them that much?
I mean,
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor.
Hina.
She also took the last one.
Oh my god.
I killed that bitch because of it. Ooh.
Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what could have caused her to vomit blood? Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Garuzis? Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to stop vomiting blood.
Not a chance.
I mean,
Oh, fuck, I forgot you
had
were in
that
the
thought
room.
too. Yeah, but Byakuya, Seto Kaiba.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location.
Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree?
No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. Probably something a little less fucking weird, you asshole.
I swear I wasn't staring at her boobs.
But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died.
No, you cannot check the desk again. I mean table.
I mean, I guess I just start talking to them.
We already know who did it.
You already think you might know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It has to be one of them.
Hey, part-time gamer, what's up? Kaiba boy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so saying that we know who did it and then giving us 3 options is the same as saying we don't know who did it.
Don't you try your logic with me. I'm angry. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
You don't say anything for sure.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking infuriating, isn't it?
The
Are
donut.
you flirting with someone else?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Makoto, you have a
Damn
hand.
it, what are you made out of?
You have a handprint on your face now, Makoto.
That's okay, I'll get rid of it later. Along with the hand.
Then let me help you find out more.
Great idea.
You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where, right? Right here in the rec room.
Excuse me? What? Nani?
Nani? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right?
Yeah?
More like I chased after her. Well, eventually, she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. And asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
And that's when she died. Yep.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself.
You're either making a very interesting lie, but I can't see why you would do it, or I need to talk to Byakuya.
Because she figured out that, blah, 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 something, freaked out and killed Sakura with poison?
And
Please don't
I
be angry.
tried to stop her.
No fucking way.
Wait. No, keep going. Alright, I have a theory.
Ooh, what's your theory?
She died with a smile on her face,
Yes.
and she took a candy. What if she planned to have herself die? And planned to have her friend as the Blacken, so she knows her friend would make it out alive.
Ooh. So it's all staged, but by her to make maybe Monokuma think that she did it?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Sakura was very honorable. I don't think she'd want to get us all killed just for Aoi.
That's true. Unless she knew something we didn't.
Ooh, and as the Monokuma spy, she might have.
But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them.
But then who beamed her?
This is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened.
Okay, Aoi, let's be realistic here. There's no fucking way you could have stopped her by force. Hina, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Okay, someone's hurting Makoto. That's the time you say that out loud to commiserate. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon at the same time and place she ended up dying, might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, we're gonna talk to Jill.
Is there? Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
But for Sakura to have been killed,
Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
and she certainly didn't, I would say.
In fact, she was fucking smiling.
She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her?
I mean, I'd love to know.
I wonder, did someone get the upper hand?
They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Woohoo!
So what were you asking, Armand?
I was wondering about the chair that was in front. I mean, I see the broken area. I just wanted to see the chair itself.
The chair
So
was...
that's the one that was moved?
Yeah, I think so. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it.
Brilliant deduction.
There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room. Proteinzyme X?
It's her protein powder.
Oh, right.
So,
It's probably how she ingested the poison.
Poison.
Mm.
Yeah. It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty.
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. Oh no. And now I'm thinking of protein! Ah.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you, because you're just dumb enough to believe that shit, goddammit!
I was gonna say I know, but I don't want it to sound like I was saying it to that last part, so I guess fuck off. But still, this protein can.
No.
Can it what? It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange.
Huh? What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can?
That would be glass. Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window Oh!
Yeah!
How did the can get on top of the glass?
It was planted after we got in.
Hmm.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it.
Why does that matter?
so
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on.
An important clue. I'm not sure Makoto, don't talk anymore.
He wasn't. He was thinking.
Don't think anymore. You know what? Try to... God damn it. I want him to think just because I want him to be, try to be intelligent, but at the same time, every time he does, he just makes me sad.
You know what, Makoto? Just don't.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, just don't.
What do you want? You're bothering me.
Suck my dick. There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Make it quick.
Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room?
So you found out. Interesting.
I feel like Aoi wasn't being all that quiet. You should have known this was coming. Then it's true?
I did receive a note to that effect, yes. What fool would do what I'd said? and risk being killed by the other monster. By that monster.
So you didn't go see her?
Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Yakuya says you didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight.
Does that mean I can stab his eyes out?
Technically, that's something along the lines of what he said.
Right? Okay, thanks. Okay, so, I guess...
Are there any other places to hide in this area?
I guess under the pool table, but...
Do the looky thing.
Behind the magazine rack,
Looks
maybe?
like we got everything.
I think we got everything, too.
You clicked on the clock? Sorry.
No, but, I mean, it's just the same thing I always get, like... Oh my gosh, the time. It's around 1 o'clock right now, so she died about an hour ago.
Okay.
Wait, so I slept for, like... How long? Because he said after that this must have been, like, the time when... Was it around the time when we were moving Alter Ego? So, I was asleep for a very short time. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window. How did that happen? Which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. No evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. I mean, I agree. I wish you'd have let me put that together myself, but I understand, I guess.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation?
Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then.
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place.
I'm so glad you've made that decision for me instead of giving me agency over my own game. She's
Look, if
decided...
I'm gonna die because it was a funny thing.
She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with the other two people. Need to hear what they have to say. Alright. I kind of just want to... Yes, I know! I want to use it! Let me out! Okay, we'll go this way.